How often do you think students get stuck on figuring out why they got a question wrong when they're doing their math homework? How long would you expect a student to continue to get the wrong answer before giving up on doing their math homework? How often do teachers notice that there are more students than they can get to who need help during work time in class? Well, there's a mobile app that can be useful in situations like these. PhotoMath is an app that came out in 2014 and is continually improving to fit the need of its users. This app will use a phone's camera to scan mathematical problems and then use algorithms to calculate the answer. The best part? With the tap of a button, the user can view the step-by-step procedure used to come to the answer. PhotoMath used to only recognize type print questions and carry out basic math processes such as fractions, decimals, linear equations, inequalities, equation systems, and logarithms. Since then, it has evolved to scan handwritten questions and include computing more complex questions involving trigonometry, quadratics, and calculus. This app will also show graphs of the solutions when possible to do so. Like other apps, PhotoMath has encountered difficulties along the way, one of them being graphical recognition. For example, distinguishing between the variable x and the multiplication operation would produce incorrect answers. From an educational or practical point of view, let's examine the pros. It's very easy to use. It shows steps to reach the solution. It has a smart calculator. It gathers a history of previously solved problems. It engages students with taking photos of the questions. It can be useful for students to check their work. It has a math keyboard and calculator. From an educational or practical point of view, let's examine the cons. It's almost too easy to use. It could promote cheating on homework. There are limited explanations for the steps, so a student would have to have some prior understanding of each step. It could have a tendency to make students lazy with their work or promote taking the easy route. If the answer is incorrect, a student could fail to know that it is incorrect. And there are programs already in existence that can solve mathematical equations, easy and difficult ones, with graphs such as Wolfram Alpha. As an educator, you can see the benefits and downfalls of this app. From a pedagogical window, a teacher might be hesitant to use this until students are familiar with a solving technique or have used substitution to do their own checks first. Something to keep in mind is that the app will not be usable on tests, so students shouldn't become dependent on it. This app can be harmful to a student's learning by way of taking the shortcuts and not really understanding what is happening within the solution. But on the other hand, this app provides a means in difficult situations for students who want to learn. It can support them by solidifying their learning when they need it. The National Council of Teachers of Mathematics has a guiding principle for tools and technology, which states, "An excellent mathematics program integrates the use of mathematical tools and technology as essential resources to help students learn and make sense of mathematical ideas, reason mathematically, and communicate their mathematical thinking. Available tools and technology help teachers and students visualize and concretize mathematics abstractions, and when these resources are used appropriately, they support effective teaching and meaningful learning." So, for example, a teacher could encourage students to finish questions first before employing PhotoMath to be able to compare their own ideas against PhotoMath's approach. This could strengthen the value of strategic thinking versus a rigid rule. Overall, I would say this app has benefits that outweigh the disadvantages and will continually grow to keep providing a useful application. When used to support and aid student learning, PhotoMath is a great tool to incorporate into student and teacher routines.